Holidays are a special time to visit with family and friends, and that's why you want all your appliances to be working properly, especially if you're entertaining. Your dishwasher, your refrigerator, your electric range. You know, if you have a home appliance that's causing you a problem, here's the person that can fix it. Chris Moore from Chris's Appliance. His number's by the little refrigerator to the right of our screen. Write it down because someday you will need it, especially if you're entertaining through the holiday season. And if you need him, Chris Moore is the person you'll be telling all your family and friends about. And there's plenty of reasons why. He's very reasonable. His service call is $35 plus the cost of the part. He's very experienced. He's been fixing appliances for over 30 years. And he's efficient and honest. Some great reasons why, if you need an appliance repairman for any home appliance, you need Chris Moore. Once again, his number's by the little refrigerator to the right of our screen. And from Chris, this message to your family and friends: have a very Merry Christmas and a safe and happy holiday season. Entertaining, visiting, or shopping for somebody special this season? Then be sure to check out the specially bottled, personally selected bourbons, rum, and tequila at Supermarket Liquors and Wines, Niagara's largest liquor store at Niagara Falls Boulevard and Military Road. And because Supermarket Liquor's so large, a great gift doesn't have to be expensive. Specially selected single barrel rum, tequila, and bourbon at Supermarket Liquors and Wines. Open 7 days a week for your convenience, late night, Friday and Saturday. Supermarket Liquors and Wines. Check out their weekly specials online anytime at supermarketliquor.com. This year, protect your boat, RV, camper, or summer car with indoor storage available at the Niagara Falls Airport Center for Commerce at 9400 Porter Road in Niagara Falls. Secure, alarmed, and monitored, the Niagara Falls Airport Center for Commerce, now available for winter storage. Get the details. Call Mike Grenga now at 716-799-4259. The Niagara Falls Airport Center for Commerce, now available for indoor and outdoor storage this winter on Porter Road in Niagara Falls.
The opinions expressed on NiagaraBroadcastNetwork.com are those of the host and the guest, not of management or the sponsors.
The Sal and Rose Show.
You know, we really have the most beautiful area.
We do.
And people just don't appreciate it.
I know they don't.
And we said this is the time for family and friends. An old friend, John
Yes.
Accardo. Welcome back, John.
Welcome. Thank you, Sal.
It's always
Thank you
good
very
every
much.
once in a while you stop by
Yes.
and see us.
Say hello.
But I was interested in this, what we're going to talk about tonight. Open enrollment.
Correct, for Medicare.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that's about. You're going to take some calls if somebody has a question.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'd be happy to take
But
some calls, sure.
explain what this is all about.
Sure. October 7th through December 15th is open enrollment season for anybody who has Medicare or who's eligible for Medicare. Now, to be eligible for Medicare, you have to be 65 years old, or you can be eligible for Medicare if you have a disability. And if you have Medicare or you're going to be eligible for Medicare, you go down to Social Services, you go down to the Medicare office and you sign up, and you get your Part A. Part B you have to pay for or request, but that all comes along when you become 65 years old. So most people at that age, will take advantage of Medicare because they've been paying into it for most of their lives, most of their working lives, and it's something you should take advantage to. So the plans that I'll be talking about today or tonight will be a supplement to Parts A and Parts B of Medicare.
Okay, and just because even when I get it, I obviously,
Sure.
I have decent coverage, I don't have to worry
Right.
about that. But you have to have Part B?
A and Part B. You have to have both Part A and Part B. But I should qualify by saying that somebody like you in your particular situation,
Yeah.
this wouldn't affect you. Anybody that retires with medical benefits,
Right.
This conversation is not going to help you at all, because if you take advantage of this program here, it will definitely affect your benefits, your current benefits now. So chances are it's probably not good for you.
So why would who would be interested in
Well,
listening?
anybody who has who's not working right now, who's 65, who doesn't have a health plan, through their employer or through some other means.
So you're selling this through your agency as
Yes.
a supplement? Is that
Correct.
what this is kind of
Correct. Yes, and we're in open enrollment right now.
So
And quite-
I can bill you as a commercial for the show?
You could.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
You could. Yeah, you could. But at this time of the year, and especially if people are new to the system, it can be confusing because they send you a lot of literature.
Yeah, well, there's
and,
always somebody sending you something. You should do this, you should do
and
that.
the TV commercials are every other commercial is a TV commercial now, explaining about Medicare. So I'd like to think that I can sit down with somebody, answer their questions, and really kind of explain it to them in simple terms, because it's really not that complicated, but they make it sound complicated.
Well, where else would you get, now, I know you sell the supplemental
Right.
policy,
The Advantage
but
plan.
where
or the
else would somebody
supplement.
get this?
Well, you can call up an 800 number on TV. There's a lot of local agents
Yeah.
that are around that represent different companies. So.
Well, I got to say, just before we get into that, just for the heck of it, I had an insurance company that I wasn't happy with.
Sure.
Okay, I've known you for years, so I
Sure.
said, I got to call John and see, maybe he
Right.
can, So, no, and so that's what I did.
Right.
And you not only helped me, you saved me some money, but you gave me the answers of where I couldn't get. I call other insurance companies
Right.
and they don't give you answers.
Right, right.
They give you bull, No. No. Well,
No.
we're going to shop this and we're going to do that and we're going to, but.
Yeah. Well, you know what
I
I've been
think people that know you here.
Right.
It might be worth it just to call you to find
Sure.
out about this.
Sure. Anytime. 570-6739. And I'm always available at my office. I've been doing this for a long time.
Sure.
Sal. And so I think probably 35 years now.
Well, I think people know if they call John Accardo, you're going to get an answer,
Right.
and you're going to talk to somebody you know,
Right.
not some
Right.
guy in a
Yeah,
boiler house
and,
selling insurance to.
And that's what it is today. It's a lot of 800 numbers. It's a lot of calling long distance, talking to people that you have no idea who you're talking to.
How does a person, for instance, go to you? How do you compete with like a Geico?
Well,
I mean,
okay,
I
we're
know
talking about two
you
different
beat,
things here,
but I know, but you beat their prices
Right.
on some of the stuff I had. So,
Right.
How
Well, okay, we're talking about medical insurance and
well,
talking
no, but
about
I'm just
car
saying.
insurance.
But I'm talking about the
Well,
whole
how do you
thing.
beat, how you beat your prices? You have to have some good competitive companies, because I'm a broker and I work for more than one. I represent more than one company. Okay, so what I do is, if somebody like you comes to me, you give me your information, and I run it through our computer system, and it spits out what really is the best price, for you and your particular
Okay, but how
situation.
do I know? Say I'm spending $200 a month on insurance. How do I know? And you go, well, what are you paying? And I tell you $200 a month. Then you find one that's $150 a month, and you go, I can get it to you for $180. How do I know that's not happening?
Well, you have to trust the guy that you're
Well, I mean,
working with.
yeah.
No, yeah, I understand your point, and but you have to understand, the people, or you have
Well,
to trust
see,
the people
that's
you're
probably
working
where
with.
we know. No, that's probably
a lot
where
of
we
it's
know
built
John
on
Accardo.
trust. Right, a lot of it's built on trust, and that's really a lot. That's what it comes down to is trusting the guy that you're working with, especially when it comes to money.
Yeah,
You
I
want to
know,
make
I
sure
know.
that you're trusting somebody.
People could say,
to
how could
take
you
care
ask
of
a
your-
question like that? But that's probably on the mind of some people.
Sure. Oh, absolutely.
And
absolutely. But the world today is coming to 800 numbers and
yeah.
computers and doing things by fax or by computer. And I guess that's probably the way it's going to go, because that's the way, the younger generation, the millennials now.
But do you get the service that you need?
Well, if you deal with Geico, okay, then you're only dealing with Geico. You're not dealing with X, Y, or Z.
Right.
Where I am dealing with a number of different companies, to service you, to service your particular situation. When you deal with Geico, you're dealing with an 800 number, and this is not to, discourage people from going to Geico, because they spend a lot of money on advertising, and it's not something that I could even try to compete with. It's word of mouth.
But you just said something there that piques my interest. They spend a lot of money on advertising.
Oh, they do.
Well, who pays for that advertising? I mean, you don't compete with them. So
You can't.
Can I save money coming to you?
You sure you could? Yeah, absolutely.
No,
you can.
The people don't understand insurance is a rough.
Yeah, because you know why? Insurance is something that you probably need at the worst time of your life.
Sure.
And otherwise, you never have you never see it. It's never there.
Right.
But if you have a problem, your house burns down, you get into a car accident, then insurance becomes real to you. And a lot of times people shop on price. Oh, give me the cheapest price.
Right.
But sometimes the cheapest price is not the best coverage. And then when you have an accident or you have a fire in your house and you find out maybe you weren't covered for as much as you thought you were, well, it was probably because, you looked at the price and didn't really look at the coverage. And that's important. It's
I don't
really
think people.
important in
I don't think
insurance
people
world.
really get into what is exactly covered when you buy an insurance policy. I mean, I'll call you up and say, John, I got this car, this car, and this car. I need insurance. Okay,
Right.
it'll be this much.
Right.
Oh, that's $100 cheaper than this other company. Okay,
Right.
I'll take it. I don't go.
Right.
Well, how much do we get? I don't really.
Right. Well, what I like to do is I like to sit down with people, compare what you have, compare what I can give you, and then explain to you maybe the difference, and maybe explain to you where, your coverage can increase, or you can get better coverage, by going a different way. That's one of the important things with insurance, and sitting down and talking to people about
We got phones ringing already. We're at
Okay.
333. Want to talk to
Sure,
people?
yeah.
See what they got. Maybe they got a question about insurance, or
Okay.
I got off the Medicare
gotta-
stuff.
yeah.
But it's interesting, all this
Sure.
insurance stuff. But John Accardo's with you on the line. Hi.
Well, he saved me a lot of money on my auto insurance. I can tell you that.
Thanks, Joe.
He really did, because I was shopping. He was coming to see me. I think he saved me $400 or $500.
Sure, and that's we do that all the time with people, and
Exact same coverage too.
yeah, and if you just if you stop calling stop listening to the commercials on TV all the time and calling those numbers, the guy down the street can save you money, and it's a local guy, and you got somebody you can talk to.
Okay, now the Advantage programs.
Yes.
Now, I signed up with you because
Correct.
the evaluation I was going through. But they're almost all basically the same. Am I right or wrong?
Pretty much. Pretty much. The networks are maybe a little bit different. You pick up some extra benefits. Some plans, don't have as good a dental plan or vision plan or hearing plan. So sometimes you can pick up those extra benefits, and that depends on the company and what their star rating is.
I think that was the most confusing part when I was looking at Blue Cross Blue Shield, Independent Health, and when I talked with you with United.
Right.
You answered my questions, but I think for the average person, they're getting confused here because.
Right.
So what were your questions, Joe? What type of things did you need to know about?
Well, first of all, I didn't know I needed it right away. Why didn't I have to stay with Medicare Part A and B? Then I started talking about deductibles, and we talked about my co-pays, and it was zero. I had a choice: pay $16 a month or zero. Now I went with the $16 a month because it gave you more freedom.
Right. That's a regional PPO that gives you a little bit more freedom to go out of network.
Right. If a doctor's out of network, I still have some kind of coverage.
Right.
And there was stuff in there with dental vision.
Correct.
And I didn't know nothing about this. Right? In my prescription coverage, that's a big key there too,
Sure
because you have 3 tiers.
Right.
And I think my meds were in tier 1,
Right.
which gives me a better price of
Right.
my
Right.
of going to the pharmacy, or I can go directly
Right.
to United and get a 3-month supply for free.
That's right. Yeah, you don't have to pay the co-pays if you go mail
Right.
order. But the older drugs tend to be tier 1 drugs. The newer drugs tend to be tier 3 drugs, which are more expensive. But that is when you're approaching the age of 65. Okay, when you're approaching the Medicare years, and you pick up your Part A. And if you probably should get Part B anyways. I see some people don't do that, but really should get that. And that's your doctor and your medical supplies fall under Part B. But the only thing the government and I don't want to say force, because they suggest that you get. You don't have to get an Advantage plan or a supplemental plan, but the only thing they suggest that you get is a Part D plan, which is the drug plan.
Drug plan.
And they give you 63 days once you become eligible for Medicare. If you go over 63 days, 64, 65, and so on, it's about a 1% average penalty that stays with you for the remainder of your life.
But when you talk about picking up a drug plan, for instance, what kind of money are we talking?
For a monthly drug plan,
Yeah.
it could be $40, $35. It depends. Depends what kind of plan.
I mean,
it is.
'cause I
but
really-
if you get an Advantage plan, you get an Advantage plan, that automatically becomes part of the Advantage plan.
I talked to a lady. I talked to a lady the other day. Excuse me, Joe. I talked to a lady the other day, and she needed a life-saving medicine,
Okay.
and she wasn't working, and she was actually a widow, and they told her it would be $5,000. And she
Yeah.
says, I don't have five.
Yeah.
Well, the druggist did something. Well, I think he got it down to 3,000. But
Yeah.
still, that
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That's reaching the catastrophic levels of the drug plan. And, there's programs out there like Epic now, that will, Epic's been around for a long time. What they've
Yeah,
done.
you got to be 65 for Epic.
Right, you had to be 65. But what they've done with Epic, when it started out was low-income program. Now they've expanded it to, it's up to $100,000 income now. So almost everybody can.
Now, do I have to
benefit.
re-enroll every year, John?
No, you don't, Joe. No, you just stay where you're at, and you're in good shape.
I'm all set.
You're all
Okay.
set, yeah.
Well, people should really start, you don't have much time to go, but really start to understand what this is about, because
Right.
you're going to need it. And
Yeah.
you're there to answer the questions, so
Right,
I
okay.
recommend you.
All right, thanks, Joe.
All right, John.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You know what? It's a way of the Medicare Advantage plans. Okay, is mostly the way people go. The supplemental plans are good, but they're expensive, and it depends on how you use the medical system. If you're using the medical system a lot, then maybe a supplemental plan is probably could be advantageous to you. But if you're just a regular person with decent health, the Advantage plan works out very well for you, and you also get your Part D prescription drug plan along with that. But it's a good way of managing your health benefits, throughout the year.
Now, they got how long to make this decision?
December 15th.
So we're just talking maybe half a month away, maybe a little more,
A little bit more than that.
Yeah. I do recommend, Joe recommended, in fact, Joe, as I said, you got to get John on there
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he straightened me out in a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
And I kind of lean a lot toward, because Joe's
Sure.
an expert on everything.
That's right.
He's even got his own theme song here, the EOE Expert on Everything theme song.
Good man. Hey, but you know what?
It's expert.
But Joe's typical of most people, in that age group where, you get bombarded with,
Yeah.
with information, either through the mail or on TV. You try to call an 800 number, you're talking to somebody, you don't know who they are. If go down the street, pick up the phone, call somebody that's local, let them sit down.
How do you
point out
know?
all
How
the-
do you know
the
when you're
ins
on a
and outs
phone
of
like
it?
that? You're on a phone like that. You're talking to somebody. Hey, get this. Okay, I'll take that.
This is a type
How do you know?
Well, this is a type of program that you really need to sit down one-on-one with a person and go through the different levels of coverage and the deductibles because it's hard to predict what somebody's medical problem is going to be in 2020.
Sure.
You can only go by your past, but that doesn't mean that, in 2020, something might happen to you. So it's kind of being aware of where you stand in the program and knowing it's almost a peace of mind type of thing.
Sure.
Just knowing that you have the coverage and you can sleep at night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
And there's somebody you can call.
yeah, I like that. That's the one thing I like is the local connection.
Yes.
We're talking with John Accardo. He's talking about coverage and medical insurance. You got a question? We're at 333-3020. Dial it carefully if you maybe something you want to know about it, or you want a question about your coverage or what you might need or you think you might need. John will answer that question. 333-3020 is our number.
And what would you like from Santa?
I'd like WeatherTech floor liners, a cargo liner, no gel mud flaps, and seat protectors for my dad's truck.
And anything else?
Oh yeah, a cup phone.
It's easy to find the perfect holiday gift for everyone with over 100 gift ideas, including the Cup Phone, which secures your phone in virtually any vehicle.
Every step you take into winter weather could bring snow and salt right into your car, ruining the floor. It's time you stepped up to WeatherTech floor liners. Laser measured to custom fit and perfectly protect your specific make and model, front, back, even up the sides. So give winter the boot with WeatherTech.
Check out the complete selection of WeatherTech mats and accessories at Helene's, Elsa Place in Military Road in the town of Niagara. Or call them at 297-5101 and order your WeatherTech accessories now to have them in time for Christmas.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Take advantage of exceptional financing at your local Cub Cadet dealer today.
Stop by your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer, Niagara Lawn and Garden Equipment, today.
Now is the time to stop out there and see Mike Richards at Niagara Lawn and Garden. I don't like to mention it, but there's more snow on the way, and this year the Cub Cadets, these are monster machines. 2-stage, 3-stage, that means they grind up that snow and they throw it way out of your way. They do it very well. And I tell you what, Cub Cadet at Niagara Lawn and Garden, they stand behind the equipment. If you ever have a problem, they're there to fix it. It's not like some big box store where you buy your snow blower or your lawnmower and it breaks and they say, okay, find somebody to take care of it. Niagara Lawn and Garden, see Mike Richards. Good deals right now before the heavy snow flies at Cub Cadet and Niagara Lawn and Garden. We're talking with John Accardo. We're talking about health insurance. What are some of the benefits we have to consider when we think about getting a plan?
Yeah, I just want to mention real quick here that the programs that I have, all have dental insurance. It all has a hearing feature on it, and eye care too is very important. And we've expanded some of our eye care for exams and for glasses. Dental is also in part of this program too, and you can pick up some dental coverage here. I have a company right now that's offering 80% off the price of hearing aids.
They're really expensive though, aren't
They're
they?
very expensive, and that is really a quality of life issue because if you're hard of hearing or having a problem hearing,
But when you say 80% off,
80% off of what the retail price is going
but
for.
is there a certain company you have to buy from?
Well, yeah, there is a certain company you have to buy from. They send you for an audiology exam to find out what your level of hearing is, and if somebody is having a problem hearing, but yet the cost of the hearing aid is out of their reach.
They're thousands, aren't they?
They're thousands of dollars, and this could be something that could really improve the quality of their life. And that's part of this Advantage Plan program. They have a virtual doctor right now where you can call a number, get on an iPad or an iPhone, and you can talk to a doctor face-to-face through a virtual
Through a computer.
virtual connection. Yeah,
Yeah.
They have a 24-hour nurses hotline any day of the week, any time of the day. If you're home alone, you're not feeling well, you don't know you should go to the emergency room, you can call the nurse up. The nurse might say, well, wait till tomorrow, or get right in there right now. Maybe it's a mixture of, drugs that you're taking
Sure.
or something that's not interacting right. Whatever it is, they'll be able to help
And
you
this
out with
plan
that.
you're talking about, this is an Advantage?
This is an Advantage plan.
And what is that extra, what am I expect to pay if I wanted to do this?
You know what? It depends. We have Advantage plans that are zero premium. They're not costing you anything. And then we do have some plans that are a little bit more flexible, that could be as low as $16 a month, $16 up to $78 a month. So there's all kinds of ranges of plans that are out there, but it's taking advantage of something that you've earned, all your life by working, and now you're age 65, and it's just something that everybody should take advantage of, because you really do pick up some extra benefits from it.
So you do something that costs you $16 a month, or even $70 a month, if something.
Or zero.
Okay, and if something serious happens.
Yes.
You may save hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Well, you could, and that's the other thing too, is that the zero premium plan, all these plans, all the Advantage plans, all put a cap on what it's going to cost you next year. So if, God forbid, something, a catastrophic happens to you, where you find yourself in the hospital, or doctors, or you really find yourself in a bad situation, these plans are capped at $7,600. So you will not spend any more than $7,600 in any given year for medical treatment. Also, I wanted to point out too that we have a dual plan. So if you're on Medicare and Medicaid, we've got a great plan that offers you a ton of benefits. There's a $120 a month over-the-counter card, where you can go into all the drugstores, Walgreens, Rite Aid, all those places like that, and pick up a ton of different products.
What is this?
Medicare and Medicaid, you have to qualify for it.
What is this wellness thing I keep hearing about? They call up, so you need to get a wellness check. We'll send you $25 if you get a wellness check.
Yeah, that's on the plan that I'm talking about here. Is your wellness check is your first visit to the doctor for the calendar year. So the first time you go see the doctor, first time you go see your primary care physician.
Yeah,
it's free. It's free, and then there's deductibles after that. Every time you go back to the doctor. But most generally healthy people will go to see the doctor once a year, and
Sure.
That's your wellness checkup.
yeah. Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
John Accardo's with us. We'll give you a number in case you got some questions. You want to call him at his office, or you're interested in at least finding out what your options are. Sounds like it's something you really should look into. Listen closely to these symptoms: inflammation, nausea, hot flashes, headaches, joint pain, muscle pain, back pain, trouble sleeping, cramps, irritated skin. This is just a partial list, but if you said you have any of those symptoms, you might benefit from the power of CBD. What is CBD? Well, it's all the good taken out of the hemp plant, the marijuana plant, all the good taken out, but none of the bad. Now, you won't get high from it, you won't fail a drug test, but what you will do is find relief from these and many more symptoms. And it comes in a variety of applications. Well, there's oils, there's gummies, there's candies, there's vapes, there's rubs, there's soaks. The list goes on, and as a matter of fact, it's too numerous for me to mention here. But I'll tell you what you do. If you stop in at the Wellness Park Pharmacy, 86th and Buffalo Avenue, see Bob there, tell him you want to look in the green room. What's the green room? Well, it's a room dedicated to all CBD products. And Bob is a registered pharmacist, so he can explain to you how CBD works and what dosage is right for you. Now, you could buy CBDs in other places, but you really want to go to a registered pharmacist. You're going to be surprised and amazed, and you know what? You're going to love this product. CBD. Stop in Wellness Park, 86th and Buffalo Avenue, or call 260-1918. John Accardo is with us. John, we're just about out of time, but people want more information.
Sure.
How do we get a hold of you?
570-6739. I'm at 2914 Pine Avenue, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. I also work by appointment on the weekend, but 570-6739.
Won't cost them nothing to call up just to find out.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
John,
Sal, thank
good
you very
seeing you
much.
again. Nice seeing
Thank
you,
you.
and good luck.
Okay,
And
great. Thank
have a good holiday season.
And happy Thanksgiving to you and everybody else out there.